There's a question that's as unsettling as it is unavoidable. How far would you go to follow orders? Would you hurt someone, a complete stranger, if an authority told you to? And would you ever know just how far you could go until you were pushed to the edge? In 1961, Stanley Millgram, a psychologist at Yale University, decided to confront this question directly. He designed an experiment to see how people respond when asked to obey authority, even if it meant hurting someone else. He wanted to know, could the average person be made to do something horrible, something unthinkable, just because they were told to? The participants in this study were told they were helping to test memory. They were to play the role of teacher, and someone in another room, the learner, would answer questions. For each wrong answer, the teacher was to administer an electric shock. With each mistake, the shocks increased, first 15 volts, then 30, 45, all the way to a potentially lethal 450 volts. Now, this wasn't a typical machine. Each switch on this shock generator was labeled from slight shock to danger severe shock, with a final level simply marked XXX. No words, just 3 ominous letters. Participants were warned but instructed to proceed. First signs of resistance. As the shocks increased, so did the resistance. The learner, actually an actor, began to scream in pain, to beg for mercy. Some participants protested, hesitating, expressing doubts about continuing. But just as doubt crept in, the experimenter would calmly remind them, the experiment requires you to continue. Imagine it. The person in the other room is begging you to stop, saying they have heart trouble, that they can't take any more. You're hearing genuine agony, and everything inside you says to stop. But you look over at the experimenter, a figure in a white lab coat, calm and firm. They say, please continue, as if nothing is wrong. Millgram concluded that the human tendency to obey authority is incredibly strong, so much so that it can override personal morals and ethics. People didn't administer those shocks because they wanted to. They did it because they believed they had to. They were just following orders. What does this mean for us? It means that under the right conditions, ordinary people can be led to do horrific things. It's not about good people and bad people. It's about systems, authority, and the power we give to those who appear in control. Millgram's study still echoes in our world today, reminding us that blindly following authority can have devastating consequences. From the workplace to society as a whole, we're constantly asked to conform, to obey, to comply. But where is the line between obedience and harm? Maybe the true question isn't, would I do it? But rather, who would I become if I did? And if asked to choose between obeying authority and doing what we believe is right, what would you choose?